I hope this video finds you exactly when you're meant to hear it. What was coming through. So this is something that I was getting little bits and pieces over the entire weekend. I mentioned in a previous video that, I live on the east coast of the US and we were getting like a major storm. So there was a lot of like preparation going on, moving things that could blow because of the wind and whatever, right? So I wasn't able to channel, record, and like use the cards as I would like to. Mm, things were a bit scattered. All right, I'll put it that way. But what came through, and the dates might be significant and the times, which is why I made note of that. So on 2/21, February 21st, what came through, I didn't make note of the time though, but it was sometime like mid afternoon. I want to say around like somewhere between 12 and like 2. Okay, somewhere in between there. But ordinary came through, and I didn't make note of his name. Let me look it up. But the line that came through, and there was a change. What I channeled was different than what I looked up. So what came through was the angels up in the clouds are happy now that we found something so extraordinary. And the song actually, I'm sorry, not the song. The lyrics actually are. Hold on, let me look up ordinary. By Alex Warren. Okay, so that is, where are the lyrics? Where is it? The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. So it's similar but different, okay? I take what I got, what they sent me. They sent me that for a reason. The angels up in the clouds are happy now that we found something so extraordinary. Extraordinary, okay? Then what else came through? Like this was all yeah, like just centered, surrounded around the word ordinary. Like that was the root of everything, okay? After that, what came through on February 22nd at 6:45 a.m. was Ordinary People by John Legend. And just go look that song up, look at the lyrics. It's really just referring to, I want to say, like a relationship between two people and how it evolves, how it unfolds. That there's still love there, but you go through some things, right? Then on February 22nd at 12:08 p.m., No Ordinary Love by Sade came through. Look up those lyrics again. The line is, "This is no ordinary love," and she repeats that a few times, okay? So I figured all this ordinary information was coming through. Let me try to sit down and use the cards. Again, I told you, I think I was just so scattered because I had my own to-do list in my mind. So I wasn't able to focus, but I was trying to at least shuffle the cards, get something. A couple of things fell out, but like I said, I wasn't able to like do a whole thing. So romance fell out of this deck, the little guy deck. And then I was called to look it up, to look up romance, because I was like, is this just love? Or, is it something else? Because I wasn't getting just love. It could be, but it also felt like love for something, like a project or something that you're working on, something that you really put your heart and soul into. So it kind of felt like nurturing this baby project, right? So I looked it up. Hold on, let me pull it up again. Okay, so romance, I literally just looked up romance definition, okay? A feeling of excitement and mystery associated with love, or the second one, a quality or feeling of mystery, excitement, and remoteness from everyday life. Remoteness, as in like distance or detachment from everyday life. So, more about something extraordinary, okay? Um, that's what came through. And then what else? Out of this deck, this is the spirit animal. This one in particular is the pocket size, so Pocket Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And the animals that fell out were the antelope spirit, life is speeding up; wombat, be at home; electric eel, bring your ideas to life; and I think the badger, be fearless and bold. And then at 12:12, I heard stand out from the crowd. That's while I was, trying to work with these cards, but I wasn't, again, I was scattered. I wasn't able to. All right, so I'm recording it today, but I did make note of it because it felt like I needed to share this with someone. Someone needs to hear it. Okay. So those things that came through, especially some of the cards, I felt like that's why it felt like there's a little bit of love, but there's also a little bit of something else. So if you're looking for love, then this is definitely about romance, okay? It's going to be something that, okay, hear me out. This is either going to be the way you meet is going to be during some ordinary, mundane, like everyday task, but there's going to be like something a little, almost like a miraculous thread, right? Just something extraordinary that out of the everyday, not, not typical. So, for example, you take the same train every day and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you decided, this one looks too packed. I'm not going to get on it. Let me wait. And you see someone across the platform. You note them, but they're on the other side. They're going in a completely opposite direction, right? Take the train, come back home. Maybe you guys meet when you're coming back home too. They're coming back from this direction, you're coming back from this direction. You exit the subway station and you happen to exit stations that are like crossing, not stations, exits. I'm thinking of the New York City subway. So when you're, coming out on opposite ends of the street, like that, and you cross paths again, and you just happen to be going to the same place. Maybe you're going to, I don't know, Dwayne Reed or wherever. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's something so ordinary about what you're doing, the motions that you're just going through every day, and some little itty bitty thing that's like, this is interesting. This is abnormal. This isn't. It's an unusual occurrence. It might be something like that. Like that's how you meet, or and take it if you don't take the train. Maybe it's when you're on the bus, or maybe it's when you're walking to work. Someone happens to be late as they're leaving their apartment building, and your office building is just on that same block or a block ahead, things like that. Your paths cross in some interesting way during a normal occurrence in your day-to-day life, okay? Or this is something that's like, if we're still on romance, I'll get to the project part in a little bit. Or what's coming through is like, it's a love that it feels so homey, it feels cozy, it feels like like this. I want to say it's like your new normal, but your new normal is something so miraculous. Maybe you had horrible relationships and you just thought, you know what, I'm done. I'm not looking for anyone. Because I just see someone who's just like, when they're walking, they're looking down, which you really do want to keep your head up as you walk, some pride in yourself, right? But anyway, that's besides the point. This person has just been through some things, and so they're looking down as they're walking. They meet this person, they unexpectedly, like sparks fly, they hit it off, and it develops into this love that's like, it's every day, it's normal to them. Like there's nothing, you know it's not like grand gestures. This person rents a boat for them, and or a yacht, and Valentine's Day every day when they Valentine's Day every day. Valentine's Day, every moment they turn, there's a new bunch of roses coming, or a dozen of roses. It's not like that. It's like this person makes you breakfast in bed, and it's something ordinary. It feels like home, but there's this, because you never thought it was possible, to happen again, or that you were meant to experience this, it feels like something miraculous, something out of the ordinary, something that's like, wow, I cannot believe this is my life kind of thing. But it's your everyday life now. That is like your new normal. Um, so it could be that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about the video that I posted yesterday about connecting to your guides, because I want to say it's going to resonate differently for everyone. The way this plays out in your life is going to be different for everyone. But I think the main thing for you to know is that there is something, I just heard beauty in the ordinary. Like yeah, it's going to be something so normal for you now. Like it's this peaceful, miraculous love is what is coming through. And I keep doing this. I feel like I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this because it feels like it would be flat, but that's not it. I'm doing this. It's almost like soothing. Like I think you might be like you might become a touchy feely person, and that's not the type of person you are. You know how what do they call that? Love, not love notes. What is that? How you express your love personality type. No, what is that? There's a phrase now. Love language. That so touch is not a love language for you, but you're going to become that person, or just with them, you just feel like holding them. It could be like a part of like that energy exchange, which does happen, which is why, you should be very careful with who you give yourself to in that way. Of course, do whatever you want, but I'm just saying exchange of energy happens. Okay. So, yeah, so you might find yourself becoming the person who is with them in particular. That love language of touch becomes a part of you. It becomes your new normal. All right. If this is not about love, if love is not something that you want, it's not on your radar, it's not something that, you're not asking the universe for. You like where you are in that specific aspect of your life, then this could be that you are working, because I got inventor came through. Okay. So uh, maybe you're working on a project, whether it's an app or something or tool to improve everyday life, but the way, okay, they're bringing you back to, oh, it's mixed up. Except, when did that, I feel like telling you the time it came out. I don't know why. 12:12, I think. Hold on. Yeah, on 2/22 at 12:12 p.m. Oh, it's mixed up came through. So maybe there's something about the sequence of events, okay? I see both. I see a couple, and then I also see someone working, like two different scenes going on. Okay. Mhm. So, oh, it's mixed up is going to apply to both of you in different ways. For the romance, I feel like it's things happen out of order. Like, I don't know, I see someone in school, so maybe it's like you're in what? You're in your PhD program, and then you meet this person. So the plan is to graduate, work, live together, buy a house, and start a family. But things happen mixed up, like out of sequence. So before you even graduate, you end up buying a house and you have a family, and then you get married, and then you graduate. Okay, something happens, and it's kind of, who cares? It's your sequence, it's your life, it doesn't matter. Okay, if that's the way it works out, that's the way it was supposed to work out for you. Other people's judgments do not matter. It doesn't apply. Because I see someone like shielding energetically their loved ones, their family, their new family, like two parents and a kid, right? That's what I see. So because I know I just said that and I started getting this like really nervous feeling. Don't be nervous. And I got 10:01 a notification. Okay, so someone hearing that it's out of order just got a little nervous. Don't be nervous. The way it works out is the way it's meant to work out. It's ordinary. It's still, a part of life. These are still life milestones or checkpoints. But the extraordinary part of it is, it just happened in a different sequence, and that's okay. People are always going to have opinions. You don't have to allow those opinions to impact you. Don't let those opinions, I just heard, don't let them steal your joy. So don't let that happen, okay? You focus on what's important to you and what you need to focus on. All right. And when it comes to the inventor who's working on something, there's something about another notification. Now this is 10:02. Um, yeah. So for the inventor, it's like it might be something like you reach out to an investor, and so somehow because of some connection, they're able to like. Because again, it looks like it's out of sequence. Like you don't even have the prototype yet, but the concept that you have and the way you described it is what's intriguing to the investor. Um, I see the investor talking to other people. So maybe like a group of investors. And so that's how it's going to be out of sequence. Like before you even have a prototype ready, it starts off as just an idea and you get the investment in order to create the prototype. And you don't even need the prototype yet because I see like a mock up of a website and stuff like that. So it's going to be something that seems so unbelievable. Like you're just like, well, I can't believe that they have so much faith in this idea and they see my vision. So they see what you're trying to describe. They see the importance. They see the potential impact between what it is that you're trying to bring to fruition. That and they believe in you so much that they're willing to back you while it's still just a concept. Okay, and so then and I mean they believe in it so much. Like I said, there was a website mock-up because I see prices underneath. Like I can't see the product, but it looks like product listings. Um, Okay, so yeah, take that how it resonates, I guess, too. If you're not looking for love and you're working on a project, things may happen out of order, but still it's happening. That's the important thing, right? And it's going to be something that you feel like ugh, you feel excited and a little bit scared. Obviously, it feels like a massive venture, so a little bit of not fear. Mm, fear isn't the right. It's like a little bit of and maybe a little bit of anxiety because you just want it to go well. But don't let that anxiety grow. Because I see anxiety as like an itty bitty little pearl sized bubble next to like excitement and hope and like wishes fulfilled kind of feeling in a larger bubble. I don't know how to, it feels like. Have you ever seen that video where they show the earth compared to the size of the sun? That's what it feels like. So anxiety is like this, and then the excitement and the hope is over here. Okay, so you focus on the hope and the wishes and what you need to in order to bring those to fruition to make sure that your concept doesn't just stay a concept, that you're actually able to bring up that prototype and prove or show them that their faith in you, the hope in you, the hope in your product, the hope in your invention is not misplaced. Okay, that even though things might happen out of order and that's a little mixed up, there's still a reason for it, and it is the right reason. It's supporting you and this idea that's going to make the ordinary extraordinary. I hope all this made sense. It's just like, I don't know, coming through. Let me take the cards and see. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. I'll use this one first. Your intuition knows the ways on the bottom with the Chariot. Okay, things are going to move fast. Oh, things are speeding up. Life is speeding up. Antelope spirit came through. All right. Ooh, true leader. And Venus, the Empress. With the Empress, it always feels like nurturing an idea or, birthing a new idea, bringing something that is impactful into existence. Okay. And it can also be like family. So either way, like I said, it's either love or the love of your project. It doesn't matter, okay? Love, romance, beauty. Oh, romance is there again. Sharing, attraction, harmony, artistic taste, desires, passions, values. What you're bringing to fruition has value, okay? Money, luxury, and overindulgence is the negative, and this one, stag, a true leader. Spiritual messenger, inner power, purity, earth guide, sacred, divine connection, sacred mysteries. I see a mad professor. That's why I paused just before sacred because it says untamed wilderness. And before I even said it, it just like I saw the mad professor. So maybe for the person who's bringing an invention or something like that to life, maybe you've tried to talk to other people before this group of investors who really believes in you, and they kind of mocked you because I see this person with their head down on their desk and all their papers. Like, it makes sense to me. Why don't they see it? Why don't they see my vision? And those people see your vision. I said they see, what did I say? Something about see my vision, see they see my vision, something like that, right? I'll know when I go back and rewatch. Yeah, okay, so you might have felt up until this point, up until you meet these people who really believe in you, and it's gonna go quickly, but because we saw the chariot at the beginning of my picking up this deck, um, I feel like my thoughts are out of order. All right. So yeah, it's gonna go quickly, and it is gonna feel like things are all over the place. But anyway, you might have felt a bit dejected because people did not see what you saw in your idea until this group. So don't focus on those people who thought you were crazy. Focus on the people who see your vision. Okay, and just work on bringing your concept again to fruition. Okay. So what can we tell them? Well, this feels, as I'm shuffling, the cards are going this way and that way, like, sliding a bit. So it does feel like I said it. I mean, it feels like mixed up, or what I was going to say, like a bit chaotic. So you might notice that as things are speeding up, you feel like, I see lost on your feet. Usually, I don't know. Is there a saying? Lost on your feet. I don't know what that means. Maybe like you don't know exactly where to put your feet. I don't know. Oh, leader came out again. The stag. Higher heart chakra had the true leader. This animal might be significant to you. You might be seeing it. But and whenever I see this, I do think of Harry Potter and that Patronus. So it's like you're okay. If it's love, you're being led to this person. That miraculous way that everything unfolds, it's for a reason. They're kind of like literally putting you each other in place. The words are all mixed up too. What everything is mixed up. Um, Putting you in each other's paths, basically, okay? And for this person, like I said, that idea that you're bringing in, it is something that's going to revolutionize the ordinary, like things that we do every day. Everyday life matters. I'm seeing that's from this deck too. That's not on the bottom right now. I just see that like everyday life is going to be made easier by this, whether it's an app, a tool, something. I don't know what you're working on. Only you do, because it's still a concept. Remember? Um, yeah. Okay. So Cancer, home and family. Chariot, again, things are really speeding up. And High Priestess, you're led, you're divinely led, your intuition. Pay attention to your intuition, okay? You're going to get little hints. That's why it really is so important to get in touch with not just your intuition, but like connect with your guides. That's a part of it. They're using your they're the ones that are sending you those little signals, those prompts. Okay, so watch that other video I posted, or you don't even have to. Just look up how to connect to your spirit guides on YouTube, and follow anyone that resonates with you. Any guided meditation that calls you, do that one. People respond differently to different teachers, so you find the one that really speaks to you. That's it. Okay, it doesn't matter. You don't all have to follow the same people. Just because I mentioned Steve Noble and his meditations doesn't mean that that's going to resonate with you and that you need to watch that. Just because I've mentioned alchemy healing doesn't mean that you have to watch her videos. You might resonate with someone else. Like it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just if there's that little spark of interest, follow that and see where it takes you. Okay. Ooh, on the bottom, divine power, ancient, wise, gifted. I want to focus on gifted, okay? This is specifically for that person who's not interested in love, but is working on something. And you did feel, like I said, you felt dejected because other people looked at you like you were a mad professor, like you were insane. Remember, I said I see that person with their head down in their desk, like surrounded by papers. You're gifted, and not everyone, and I was talking about resonating, not everyone is going to resonate with your idea because it's not going to speak to everyone, but you are going to meet the people who are going to see the value in your vision, okay? They're going to see you. They're going to see your product, your concept. I just got another 1013, 113, okay? Or 1013. Yeah, you're going to meet the right people that are going to help push you forward and help you revolutionize things. Be a true leader. I feel like taking this. I'm going to put this down. I want to separate it somehow. I don't know why. I want to put like love on this side, so this is going to go right here. Ooh, 5D heart activation, the Christ light, bliss, inner peace, tranquility, ascension, compassion, service. Service. What you're creating is going to be of service, and that's the point. That's what's propelling you forward. All right. Let's see what else. Why I always do that. I wake it up too much. Like wake up. Wake up to your gifts. Oh. Okay. Wake up to your gifts. You're talented. Who cares what other people think? Okay, so let me just show you how this fell. I told you I feel like separating it, so I put True Leader here in the center, Divine Power, and I wanted to put like the love cards here, but this fell right over here. Life improvements. The Hermit, I learn, grounded, self-reliant, resourceful, smart, practical, analytical, perfectionist, good planner. Don't let your mind, don't let what other people say get in your way, okay? Because you are smart. You're a good planner, resourceful, you're gifted. You are gifted, okay? This idea, there is merit. Oh, I want to say there's merit behind the idea, okay? All right. Death and rebirth. All right, I guess that really wanted to come through. Oh no! Wow. Okay, hold on. Magic and miracles, cosmic upgrades, death and rebirth. Let me just get so the call, alignment, fell, new gateway activation, epiphany, divine timing, rapid manifestation. Things are happening quickly. Rapid manifestation. Okay, spiritual awakening and twin flame union. So again, it's like split. But that's that. And Cancer, I feel the Chariot. Your intuition knows the way. Is this the one that I saw on the bottom? Again, I have to go back and see. Nurturing, sensitive, caring, loyal, creative, genuine, protective, vulnerable, moody, pessimistic, suspicious. The Chariot, I feel. Yeah. Definitely get in touch with not get in touch with, what? I was going to say get in touch with guided meditations. Follow any guided meditations. Use that to tap into your intuition, okay? Because I feel you're going to get feelings that are going to tell you this is the right way to go. This is what you should do. Try this instead. Like little fixes. Remember I said things were like out of sequence? Maybe that has to do with how you're putting things together right now, and you just make like a little change to it. And that's what's going to help it turn into something else. And that is how, yeah, and that's how those people are going to, or a new set of people are going to see the value in it. Like you just make a little tweak almost. Okay, possibly. Cosmic upgrades, water connection, Egypt, Atlantis, nature sensitive peacekeeper. Cosmic upgrades, I want to say, is more about divine timing. How do I want to phrase this? It's like meant to be. This is about changing either the way society thinks or the way we interact with this specific part of our day, or daily routine, whatever it is. It's something that is meant to change our perspective. I don't know what you're making, so that I'm not getting. I'm just seeing, someone that's working on something. I have no idea what it is, so. Okay, that I don't see. High vibration, magic, miracles, heart-centered, highly gifted. Oh, gifted again, right? Yeah, divine power, gifted, and this one says highly gifted, creative, imaginative, intuitive, freedom seeker, teacher, healer, balanced, yin and yang. Okay, do I want to take this or? Yeah, why not? I'll put that down here. Okay. Okay, so we're focusing more, not so much on love. I guess the love is done. I told you. They told me everything they wanted me to know, or they wanted you to know, at least at this time. Um, that's really it. 10:18 on the clock, okay? But I just feel more called to talk about this person who's inventing something that's going to change. I just heard change the game. I don't know what game. Life improvements. Let's see, what else? You are loved and supported. The Star and the Fool. See, you are highly gifted, and your ideas. See, those people thought you were foolish. People look at that character in the typical or the Rider Waite version of the Fool, right? Who's going off on this journey that seems ridiculous with this little bag and his faithful companion, his faithful dog walking beside him, and he's about to step off a cliff. People are like, "What the heck is wrong with you? What are you doing?" Um, but you're innovative because the star is Aquarius. It's something that is not just imaginative. Yeah, innovation, free thinker. I want to say innovation creation, creation. Um, yeah, I see a dragon. You might be born in the year of the dragon. That's not a dragon. Is the never ending story? Does that have a dragon? That's not a dragon. It always looked like a dog to me. But anyway, I just see like that dragon that it was like the typical, like the dragons that you see during Chinese New Year. That's the dragon that I saw. So I was about to say, red signifies good luck. So this is something that is blessed, like again, divinely guided. You're supposed to do this. There's a notification too. While I was seeing the dragon. So you might be born in the year of the dragon, I was saying. And then I saw the never ending story. So that might be something that is, it's a movie that you love. I don't know. I don't know why that came through. Maybe you got the idea from there. I don't know. What is that movie about? Fantasy? Sci-fi? I don't know. I don't remember. I saw it a long, long time ago. I don't remember what it was about. So this might just be confirmation. If you love the never ending story, maybe your dog is named, what was it, Falcor? Because I said the dragon looked like a dog. Tell me if you know if it's a dragon or if it's a dog. I don't know. I'm going to look that up. But you are loved and supported. Friends, groups, organizations, humanity, hopes, wishes, goals, money gained. Your life is going to change because of this. And it's all because you kept the faith. You kept pushing forward. And things are turning. I see the Wheel of Fortune, but it's like it's moving really quickly because we're talking about the chariots come through a couple of times, and it actually fell. So people before, oh, and yeah, and there's Aquarius right there. People thought you were insane. Maybe we're just ahead of your time. They weren't ready. They weren't ready. I told you that group of people, those investors really see your vision. They understand. Ah, there you go. You're a visionary. They see merit. They see value in what you're conceptualizing or your concept or what you're creating. Okay. All right. If this found you and you're inventing something, listen, just keep going. Follow your intuition though. You'll know, like you'll get little hints on what to tweak. They're going to send you things like you can make it better with this. You can make it more appealing to that group of investors if you make this little change or, something like that. I see someone like tinkering with like machinery. Um, if you make this change, is that a robot? I don't know. I see like the gears um, inside a panel. I don't know. Maybe it's a machine. Maybe it's a robot. Who knows? Only you know. I don't. It's still a concept in your mind, okay? Yeah. Okay, is there anything else? Or I'm going to take those animal cards again. The spirit animal. No. Okay, so let me switch. Let's see. Know your worth on the bottom, the skunk spirit. and see the value. What, did I say something like that? See the value, or the value in your vision? Something. Learn from the past. 25, elephant spirit. 1, 2, 3, I see on the clock. 10:23. I told you, whenever I see numbers on like a group of numbers on either side of the colon, I just feel like combining them. So it could either be 1, 2, 3, or it could be 1, 5, 15, 51. All right, or 10:23. Whatever. Break it down however you want to break it down. I'll just show you. There you go. Okay, that's a picture of me and my father. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's just pick a few cards. These usually fall out because they're pocket size. I have to shuffle them differently. Ooh, okay, that fell right on magic and miracles. I'm going to show you. I love how that happened. You saw how that flipped. It just went bloop, right on it, okay? Let's see. Let's do it like this. Oh my goodness. Didn't I say I saw gears? Look at that. Number 7. That's the bee spirit. Sweet results await. But look, I really hope you can see that. You see the gears? Someone here is working on something. Keep it up. Keep going, okay? Even if other people think you're a fool, they don't see the value in your vision, they don't see your innovative, visionary ideas or self, who cares? You will find the right people, all right? Follow your intuition. It's not going to lead you astray. Sweet results await, right on magic and miracles. I just showed you before I even flipped it over, all right? Oh my gosh. I keep telling you, your intuition knows the way. Do those guided meditations, okay? Get in touch with your spirit guides. Number 17, crow spirit. Co-create with spirit. They will help you. They will help you. I mentioned, oh my goodness, in 10:25, didn't I say I like to combine the numbers when they're on the other side of the colon? So it'd be 1 over here and 7 over here, 17. And what number did I just pick up? 17. And I just saw 17 on the clock, 10:17. On the recording thing, because I paused, remember, when I needed to pick up some cards that fell. But yeah. Okay. So this went from love right into this one. I feel like this is more important. Not that your love, for those that are still watching and are eagerly seeking to meet their partner. Of course, it is important. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I just felt like such a drive to focus on this, because whoever needs to hear that, your creation is, it matters, and it is something that is going to help propel us forward in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I can't tell you what it is because they're not telling me. They're showing me what they're showing me. That's it. I think I did. I mentioned in that video, they don't hold our hand through the process, but they give us little crumbs so that we can get to the answers ourselves. So it's like, yeah, they'll show you the next steps. You take a couple steps. If you need help again, they're going to kind of direct you or redirect you if you need it. That's what they can do, but they can't do the work for you. All right? I just felt like saying that again. Okay, so please, 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 please do. I don't care if you don't watch the video that I posted. That's not important. What I want you to do is find some channel, or I don't know, I'm seeing like a book or CD. Do people have those still? Whatever. But of like a guided meditation. Follow it. Do it. Get in touch with your intuition. Just get better at being able to understand the little pings of inspiration that you get. All right, that's the point of it. It's not for you to become hippy dippy and for you to, stay in like the dream world forever. That's not the point of it. The point of it is to access your higher self, access the connection that you have with your own guides so that they can help you achieve what it is you're meant to achieve on this plane, in this dimension, okay? That's why I keep saying it. I'm not trying to influence you to become, hyper spiritual, and no. That's not it. You do what you're meant to do. Ooh, look at that. And the sun on the bottom. Leadership. Again, this is true leader. creative life force, personal power, confidence. It's going to give you the confidence to keep going, okay? Because you're going to see they will give you those little bits too, little bits of inspiration. All right, I really want, please, please do it because they keep bringing my attention to this and this one. Your intuition knows the way and cosmic upgrades. Whatever it is that you're creating is going to be impactful in a positive, wonderful, extraordinary way. And it's going to be something that becomes a part of our ordinary, a part of our everyday life. I don't know, whoever this is for, just, oof, sweet results await. Okay, go keep tinkering away and co create with spirit. All right, they're going to give you the signs. Okay, what is that? Slow and steady wins the race. Turtle on the bottom, all right? Okay, anyway, that is it. I can't wait to see what gets created. I don't know. Tell me when it is. Like if I see it on a commercial or something like that, let me know that this is what I was reading. Okay. Yeah, that's just me talking to my guides. I only do this in the comfort of my home. Otherwise, I'm talking to them in my mind, okay? In public, I'm not that person that's like talking out loud. Although it doesn't matter because now with the earbuds, no one notices, but still. I don't want to look like a nut job walking down the street, right? All right. So answer the call. All right. And be the leader, be that innovative person that you are meant to be. Have faith. As long as you're guided and you're following your intuition, it doesn't matter what those naysayers say. You will find the right people who believe in you. All right. And as long as you believe in you, that's all that matters. Okay. I hope this finds you when you needed to hear it. And let me know if this resonated whenever you see this. I'm so excited for whatever that invention is. I put it out there. They're going to tell me if whenever that's created, if that's what I was channeling, like that's what the project or whatever it was. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. So good luck, whoever you are. Good luck. Okay. So have a wonderful day, wonderful night whenever you see this. All right. Take care. Bye.